Hi, it's Marisa from BumblebeeApothecary.com. Today I'd like to talk about supplements for the GAPS diet. Dr. Natasha Campbell-McBride goes over all of these supplements in her book, Gut and Psychology Syndrome. There will be a link below where you can grab your own copy of this if you don't have it. I highly recommend having it. The first thing to remember when you're thinking about supplements for when you're on the GAPS diet, according to Dr. Natasha Campbell-McBride, is that nutrition is number one. Don't think that you can compromise on how you're eating and then try to fix it with supplements. Rather, nutrition is what's doing most of the healing, and the supplements can just kind of add to that and support it and fill in. Also, the goal of the GAPS diet is to heal the gut, and there are a lot of supplements out there that can actually irritate the gut, and that would not be helpful in your goal of trying to heal it. The supplements that Dr. Natasha Campbell-McBride recommends are the essential supplements that most people do need to think about adding when they're on the GAPS diet. Some people might need to add some more supplements than this as they go along, but that's something for a qualified GAPS practitioner to determine. Dr. Natasha Campbell-McBride says that many people do very well with the GAPS diet and these essential supplements without adding any other additional supplements. And that was definitely my experience. First supplement that you want to think about adding is a probiotic. You want to make sure that it's a high quality probiotic. You want it to be made up of different groups of beneficial bacteria. You want it to have at least 8 billion bacterial cells per gram. The manufacturer should routinely test the batches for their strength and potency and be willing to publish those results. Now let's go over some things that you need to know when you are going to be starting to add those probiotics in. Don't begin too soon is the number one thing. If you're switching from your previous way of eating onto the GAPS introduction diet, those first few stages of GAPS intro are pretty restrictive, and just that alone is going to start causing die-off and things, and you don't want to make that happen too aggressively by also adding a powerful probiotic at the same time. It seems like a lot of people do well not doing a probiotic right away, but waiting until things are leveling out and you're doing well with the fermented foods and things like that. Maybe somewhere partway through the introduction diet, or maybe not even until you're on to the full GAPS diet. It's really individual. But when you do start with the probiotic, you want to start very slowly with a very small amount, and then watch for those die-off symptoms like nausea, fatigue, bloating, headaches, flu-like symptoms, and just not feeling well. If you don't see any of those die-off symptoms, then go ahead and increase a little bit. Whenever you do start to see those die-off reactions, then settle on that dose and keep that until the reactions disappear. And then you just keep going through that same process until you're at the therapeutic level. I will have a link below to my blog post where I'm going to have more information on this, and in that blog post I'm going to list what Dr. Campbell-McBride recommends as the therapeutic doses for probiotics for different ages. The next supplement that we want to talk about is essential fatty acids. Since the GAPS diet is targeting gut health with the goal oftentimes of brain health, the essential fatty acids are really important in brain health. They're also helpful in other areas too, so even if the mental health is not exactly what you're targeting, these are still definitely important to include. You can get these essential fatty acids from a nut seed oil blend, and you can also get them from fish oil. She recommends taking both of those. Dr. Campbell-McBride recommends the nut seed oil be in a ratio of 2:1 of omega-3 to omega-6 fatty acids. She recommends getting a type that is stored in a glass bottle, high quality, that's kept refrigerated after it's been opened. I will have links below to some supplements that I've used that fit these criteria that are good options. Dr. Campbell-McBride says that there are no toxic levels for these essential fatty acids. She says to start slowly and gradually build up to the dose that you're supposed to have. And again, I'm going to have a link to my blog post below where I talk about what she recommends for the different dosages for the different age groups. The next supplement that's really important to add is cod liver oil. This is important for supplying vitamins A, D, as well as EPA and DHA. Again, these are just really important nutrients for anybody. Cod liver oil is definitely something that we all take in my family, whether we're on the GAPS diet or not. And it's especially important when you're going through that healing process, making sure you have those important fat-soluble vitamins and then those other nutrients for overall health and brain health. The next supplement that a lot of people find very helpful are digestive enzymes. People with abnormal gut flora pretty much always have problems with producing enough stomach acid, so that they're not going to have as effective digestion. And supplementing with some digestive enzymes can really help that. I'll put a link down below to one that I've used that fits what Dr. Campbell-McBride recommends as well. And then let's talk about vitamins and minerals for a second. We've just gone over the essential supplements that she recommends pretty much everybody consider taking. Vitamins and minerals she does not recommend while you're on the GAPS diet generally. This may be different, like I said before, if you're in a specific case and a certified practitioner can help you determine that. But most of the time she says these types of supplements, like multivitamin, multimineral supplements, contain fillers and different things that are going to aggravate the gut and not be helpful as you're trying to heal it. Some other things that some people might need are additional detoxification support or liver support, and again, that's something for a practitioner to help you decide and figure out what's best for you. And whatever route you go, she recommends keeping supplements to a minimum because again, the diet is what's doing most of the work here. So go ahead and leave me a comment below. Let me know where you're at in your GAPS diet journey. Are you taking any supplements? And how is everything going for you? Let me know if you have any questions about anything based on my experience. Be sure and check out those links I mentioned below for the different supplements that I took and the blog post with more information. I also have a link below to my free ebook called GAPS Diet Essential Recipes. It includes all of the recipes that you need to know how to make for the GAPS introduction diet, and it's really handy to have them all in one place. So there's a link below where you can grab that free ebook. Okay, if you liked this video and found it helpful, give it a thumbs up, share it with anybody else who you think might like it. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I make new videos every week on nourishing recipes, natural remedies, and DIY skincare and home products. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.